sweltering heats of the Mojave Desert to the unpredictable habitat of Tanzania's Serengeti, from the murky depths of the Marina Trench, from the exhilarating heights of Mount Kilimanjaro, you have the pleasure of listening to From Chicago to Dummast, the Dummast Podcast. What's up with you, Joe?
What's going on, bro?
Shit. Ain't shit going on with me. What's going on with you?
Just getting my essential work on. That's all. Same old.
There you go. Same old, same old. You got that Rona yet? You good? Your family good?
I mean, so far we good. Nobody got any phantom sicknesses or anything.
There we go. That's all you can ask for to stay in time.
You know,
right?
we might be immune. I'm not sure. You know, because I've definitely been out there.
I'm fairly sure my family's immune, bro.
I've been out there. My girl work at a hospital too, so she been out there every day. You know.
I think we good, man. My sick ass would have caught it already if I was.
You a sickling? You a sickling? What does that mean? Man.
Dude, all the fucking sweets and all the garbage I eat on the daily, you know, had to break down my immune system.
What garbage are you eating?
Dude, I eat a lot of. I don't eat healthy, bro. I ain't one of them, bro. I eat bad, bro.
No, you got to give me an example. You talk about like.
What do you mean? I just don't eat healthy. What do you mean?
But like, what are you? Give me an example of what are you eating?
Pizza.
Okay, that's not that bad.
Fried chicken.
That's not that bad.
Popeyes chicken sandwich.
See, what your oh, here we go. What you're naming is not necessarily great food, but as long as you eat it in moderation, you should be okay.
No, I'm not eating it in moderation, bro.
So this like an everyday thing. This like an everyday thing for you.
I eat, bro. I don't eat salad.
I'm not
like
gonna
I try. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna front. You disappointed me one day when you put that damn donut chicken sandwich up. Like, what are you thinking, bro? What are you thinking, bro? Like,
bro, I did not eat that whole thing. That shit was disgusting.
You trying to take years off your life?
Where did I get that? What did I post where I got that from?
I don't know. Like, I can't
even remember what I got that from. It was not, bro. It was. What was that from?
I don't know where the fuck it's from.
I can't remember where it was from. It was not good. It was not good. I think it was like Burger King, not Burger King, KFC. It was gross, bro.
Come on, bro. Why would you do this to yourself?
I had to try it, bro. Like,
you probably took 2.5 years and 3 months off your life. So
I didn't eat the whole thing. That's the thing. I didn't eat the whole thing. I think I put it away and I ate some more of it and I just threw it in the trash. Like it was not good. It was
nothing is ever
satisfying, bro.
Nothing is ever gonna let me look at a donut and then a fried chicken sandwich, fried chicken breast, and say, you know what, we should eat them two together. Like never.
Crunch. It had a nice little crunch to it. It had a nice little crunch to it, man. It was like,
I would hope so.
I mean,
it was fried chicken sandwich. It needs to have a crunch.
The medley between a glazed donut and a fried chicken sandwich does not hit at all, bro.
No,
so
it's not supposed to.
I did not eat that. I did not eat that.
Was the donut slimy?
Yes, it was very messy. That was another thing. I don't like messy food. I don't like messy food.
I got this thing where I can't eat like those iced glazed donuts, like the one that was originally on the chicken sandwich. If it's slimy, I can't eat it. It has to be, the frosting has to be like crunchy, if that makes any sense.
I don't like messy food. Only messy food I really actually like is ribs.
He said, I don't like messy food, but he ate a glazed chicken. A glazed donut. I don't know how
many times I got to tell you. I did not.
Bro,
I probably ate 20%.
So what?
Bro, I took a couple of bites of that. That was it. It was too messy. It did not hit right. I was done with it, bro.
That goes down the checkbox as eating it to me. Like I can't even do it, bro.
That goes in the checkbox of I tried it or I
can't
tasted
even do it.
Eating it is incompletion, bro. Like
somebody try walking.
You got to at least eat 65% of it for it to be called eating these, bro.
Nah,
so what's up with you, man? What you got going on for Memorial Day coming up?
We were gonna try
Memorial Day weekend, I guess.
We were gonna try and BBQ, but
ooh,
she couldn't find no ribs at the store. I guess this pandemic, everybody spent that stimulus on them ribs.
Bro,
I guess
find the ribs.
Yeah,
It ain't Memorial Day if you ain't got ribs doing something
I
on the
don't know, bro.
grill and the
I can do some
smoker or
brats.
whatever.
I can do some brats and some steaks. You know, I'm gonna try and do my sous vide queue. This will be the first time I did that. So
What?
I'm gonna cook.
Sous vide queue.
Yeah, you know,
What's that?
I got a sous vide.
I have no idea what that is.
So a sous
Explain.
vide is what a lot of the restaurants use to cook your steaks and stuff like that.
Okay.
It's essentially like boiling it in water and then they sear it on the grill. That's how they always get your steak exactly where it needs to be, along with cooking everybody else's steak.
Ooh, okay.
So I have something like that. So
have you tried it yet, or
Yeah,
it's your first time?
I've cooked plenty of stuff in there. So you
Okay.
vacuum seal it in a bag, right?
Okay.
Then you set the water temperature. You let it get up to temperature. Then you can set the time. Now you can cook it from anywhere from 1 hour to a couple days if you want to, and it won't overcook it unless you set that temperature higher than, you know. So for whatever rareness of the meat you want or doneness of the meat you want, you set it for that. So like I think rare is like 120 for anywhere between 2 and whatever hours. You know.
What do you cook your meat at? Like, what do you like?
I like my stuff medium. My girl freaks
Okay.
out anytime she sees any type of redness in
I think
meat.
that's most women in general.
And I'm trying to explain to her that's
like
that's not blood. People think it's blood. It's really myoglobin, which is I think like a protein in blood, something like that. But it's not blood itself. It's what makes the blood red.
I learned something every day. I thought that was blood, bro.
No, it's not really blood. It's myoglobin. So
I'm a
everybody
carnivore, bro.
look up myoglobin and you'll see what it is. So she don't want to see any red at all. I like, because one time I forgot where we were. We were either in Olive Garden or we were in Outback Steakhouse, one or the other. And my steak it didn't come out. I usually like well done. I think I tried well. And the steak was so juicy and tender and so delicious that I couldn't go back to well done steaks. And this was quite a few years ago. I can't. It's not the same. Now go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying when you cook. Go ahead. I'm sorry. We talking over each other.
We like double dutch. I've noticed when you cook something till it's done, you lose so much flavor, man. Like I haven't been eating well done anything.
So here's the thing.
Since I was in my 20s.
In the sous vide, you don't lose the tenderness and you lose the moisture because it's in a vacuum sealed bag. There's nowhere for the moisture to go. So it cooks from the heat of the water, but then it also cooks in its same juices. So you kind of have to over season a little bit for some strange reason. But then once you sear it on whatever you sear it on, you know, I want to get that barbecue or that grilled flavor. I think that'll take it to another level, but she won't try it. It has to be totally no color.
Can't do it
for her.
Can't do it. I'll grill like that for my girl's sake, or you know, for a family.
You just like throw it on there and just go change the tires on the car or something, and then come back and take it off the grill.
There's no skill in that whatsoever, bro. I like to see some pink. I like, you know.
Yeah, I've got good with that on the grill at this point.
So I don't know. Maybe you did mention it. I didn't hear it. What all are you trying to cook this weekend?
Like I said, I know we got some brats. I didn't see all what she brought in here because I was asleep. You know, I come in, I take my old man naps. I'm a proponent of old man naps.
That I call it the old man.
I'm trying to get all you brothers on these old man naps. We're gonna live longer and we're gonna take over the world with these old man
naps. There we go.
I know there's some brats in there. I'm pretty sure there's some steaks in there already. We always have chicken breasts and stuff. We got everything but the ribs or rib tips that we usually have.
Gotcha.
So I'm pretty sure she's gonna get up in the morning and try to hit the store again.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And I keep and I've told this to people before. Like, you're never gonna come in my house without some ribs either in my freezer or refrigerator. I always keep a rib, bro. Always keep a rack.
You always got a rack hanging in the garage.
Always got a rack, bro. Whether it's in the freezer or thawed out in the refrigerator, I always got one that I could just slap on the grill at any time. So I'm trying to cook for a few different houses. So I'm gonna put my foot in
different houses.
Yeah, I'm gonna cook for I'm gonna cook for a family. So I'm gonna
How many
of
houses are
course
we
cook
talking
for
about
my
here?
house too. So
Oh,
3
okay.
total. My house and 2 other houses. I'm planning on doing ribs, burgers, wings.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about doing mild sausages instead of the brats this time.
Mild sauce.
Steaks
When you say
and
mild sausages, what do you
mild,
mean?
like it's gonna have a little kick to it. It's
Little
gonna
kick.
have a little
Okay.
punch. Yeah. Um. Also, I'm gonna look for some pork chops. I ain't got no pork chops now, so some of the stuff I already have just frozen. I just got to thaw it out and season it and marinate it and things like that. I definitely got to go out and get some rubs and some marinade. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is a big problem I got when I go over people's house and they chicken tastes like they steak. It's like no flavor profile, no flavor
What
variant.
are they putting on it?
I don't know, man. It's just like I notice like some people when I go over their house, like all the meat tastes the same
Mm.
because they're using the same marinade or they're using the same rub on
Oh no,
everything.
you
No,
don't
man,
use the
you
same
gotta,
marinade on beef
bro.
and
I've
poultry.
I've seen it and I don't like it. So like I try to have everything taste different. I want to experience.
I mean, I feel like
Uh,
the natural flavor of the meat will make it kind of taste different, but I get what you're saying. Because to
yeah.
me, it's almost unfathomable that some ribs can taste just like a chicken breast or
No,
taste
no, no,
just like
no.
it.
That's definitely. But
Yeah,
the seasoning,
I get
the
what you're saying.
seasoning can taste the same. You
Yeah,
know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? Like that aftertaste. The
Right,
aftertaste is what's going to be different. That first bite when you bite into it
right.
is usually
So,
where
are you
things can
still
start to.
cooking ribs for like 9 hours? How long do you
It
cook them?
depends. Like I honestly, man, I'm a ribologist, bro.
Right.
I probably got maybe about 6 or 7 ways I can do ribs, bro.
Uh,
When I want them, like I just got a lot of ways, man. So I mean, it depends. I've never cooked ribs for 9 hours, but I mean, you can get in a 5 or 6 hour
of course,
range
I'm
where
being a little hyperbolic,
I
of
know,
course.
I know. But I only
But
thing I don't like with
I'm
the
not gonna
ribs.
front though. I like when I'm gonna get a bigger container and then I'm gonna get one of the stick sous vides. You can put them in there, and you talk about juicy and tender.
Mm-hmm.
All you got to do is sear it on the grill. So you can cook them overnight in the sous vide and then put them in the smoker or put them indirect. Well, not even indirect because you're searing. Put them on the grill and just let them get their caramelization going. So
Perfect
that's yeah.
caramelization,
The
baby.
small one that I have now is for medium size cuts of meat. Like it can do a porterhouse steak in there, but I can't do no rack of ribs or no rib tips. I would have to cut them in half. So I want to get one of those big giant containers
I
in the
actually want to
stick
get.
sous vide.
I actually want to get. I think I mastered the grill, man. It's time for me to at least move on to try to conquer something else, and that's I want to start. I want to get a smoker, so I'm gonna look for a
Mm-hmm.
smoker tomorrow and try my head at that. Um, I don't know, man. I like that smoky taste. And there's ways to get that on the grill when you cooking, but it's nothing like. I will admit, ribs they do taste better out of the when you smoke them rather than grilling
All right.
them. So I want to look for one of those egg. You ever see those those egg smokers? I want to
The
try one
big
of
green
those.
egg or
Yes, the
yeah.
big green egg. I want to look for one of those or some type of variation of that or a knockoff.
There's a
Um,
Komodo. The Komodo is a different variant of that or
mm.
imitation of that.
Gotcha. So that's something. That's something. Have you ever switched over to gas grill yet?
Nah, you keep telling me to get one. I thought I saw one for like a couple $100, but it wouldn't be my main one. But just to have something to quickly throw in there and
Yeah, I
sear
think.
some meats. I'm thinking about going to get it.
See, the grill I have, I can actually sear meat because I don't. I can switch over from this the grates
Right,
to just a cooktop.
right.
So I actually have a mesh cooktop, and that's usually what I grill on is my mesh cooktop. So
Mm,
in a way, I grill, man. I don't know. The way I grill is when I first cut it on, I cut it all the way up. So I cut it all the way up. I let it run for anywhere between 10 and 20 minutes. So the grill gets real hot, like
Mhm.
real hot. But I'm never grilling at that temperature. I cut it after everything, after I spray it down, and I got the little oil on the cooktop. I cut it to low, and that's how I grill. So the steel, I mean, I'm searing it at that point when I slap some steak on there. It's searing because it
Right.
got real hot. But then as it cooks, and then follow through, the temperatures coming down and things like that. So
Right. I thought about getting one
that's
of the pellet grills too,
okay.
just to
All right.
control the temperatures, and you can smoke in those as well.
Mm, mm.
But the only thing is, you really can't sear in those because all of the heat and smoke is often off on another section. So
Gotcha.
you
No,
know,
some people. I mean, when you watch TV, like barbecue pit masters, and they still on a they still on the charcoal grill. But if you ask a lot of them at their house, they actually
well,
are
I feel
using.
like that's a
You know,
convenience thing. I don't think most people would choose the gas taste over the charcoal taste, but from a pure convenience standpoint, I understand it. I get it.
no, I
Plus,
mean, I honestly think I have a little bit more control with a gas grill because I can
right,
adjust the
right. I
So
mean, that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean by convenience. It's
in the
just
way I grill, I would not be able to do it on like I said, the way I grill, I cut everything up just so the cooktop can get really hot. Then I cut it down. I can't do that on a,
well, you can
on
have
on
direct and indirect with your charcoal.
yeah, but yeah, it's still too many uncontrollable variables.
Right. Like
I don't like open flame touching my meat, man. I just
when
don't.
I
I
do
don't. It
what
it happens, man. It happens.
you
I've
don't like
seen it.
open flame touching your meat.
I've seen that flame start to lick at the meat, bro. And if you know what you're doing on a gas grill, that'll never happen. But I've been over it.
I don't mind a little
Yeah,
bit of flame touching, but it can't cook directly in no flame.
yeah.
But that's why you
Uh,
do the indirect because there will be no flames under the meat.
right. Correct. Well, yeah, man. I'm a little excited, man. I didn't get to my yard work last week, like I said I was.
Oh, the mulch. We put some mulch down. Well, my girl put the
It
mulch down.
rained.
I
It
didn't put the
rained, and
mulch
that
down.
that kind of messed everything up. It was a little cooler than what they said it would be, and it rained. So
Did
uh
you get the mulch or you didn't even get the
mm-mm,
mulch?
I didn't even bother. So this weekend the weather looks perfect for a weekend, a holiday weekend. But only problem is the corona, man. I can't invite anybody over, so I'm gonna try to cook for.
Are they like down there sighting people and stuff?
No, I
You
don't think so. At
okay?
least I've never seen nobody get cited.
Right.
But that's about it, man. Ain't much going on in my world. Oh, last week. So last week I told you it would take a while for the motherboard to come in.
Right.
Motherboard is in. I got the
Right.
motherboard. Um, Came in actually early. Surprised me. It came in a week early. So the Asus motherboard. I believe I sent you that video.
You didn't
And
send me no
whenever you're
damn
ready,
video. You didn't
I
send
didn't
me no
send it to
video.
you.
I don't know
I
why
sent
you
it. I sent it
always telling these people that you sent me a video.
to you. Go ahead and run it.
That's loud.
That was loud, but we good. So yeah, man, the Ryzen 9, the Elite Iris motherboard X570, showing it off right there. Also got a terabyte drive. That's just me showing it off, man. Not much else to it. Taking it out of the box, letting everybody know what I'm working with.
Mhm.
I don't know, man. I mean, me putting everything together, it was a little tough. I mean,
How do you feel getting this first build out of your system?
I feel good,
Do
man.
do you feel accomplished?
Yes, I
Feel
feel
like
accomplished.
you built something.
I feel like I can go out there and take on the world, Ty. I feel like I can go out there and take on the world, man.
It's much easier than it looks, though, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it was definitely. There was some at some points I got very frustrated because some of the directions ain't clear on what and where some hookups go to the motherboard.
Mhm.
I think if that was you would have got it right off the bat. But yeah, man. I feel accomplished, and I think it's pretty cool, man. I think it's pretty cool. And
So
I don't see it stopping here either, man.
in that
I
box,
think
it
once
was
I'm done with this, I'm gonna want to keep doing it.
it was just the CPU and the cooler, right?
Correct. Showing off the Ryzen 9 chip, the CPU processor, and yeah, man, that and nothing else, man. Nothing really else.
So what's the ETA now?
The Corsair water cooler. I'm gonna go with that one. I have of course the graphics card, and I'm gonna wait on those because per someone smarter than me when it comes to this, they
I don't
told
think
me
the, I don't think
to
the
wait
graphics
for
cards are coming out till September. So if you,
the.
I don't think you're gonna wait that long. So you might as well go ahead and get something.
I didn't got this far pretty fast, so
Yeah.
I mean, this was supposed to be a build
I
that
thought
was
this
gonna
was
go.
gonna go a couple months, but you should go
You know,
ahead and just grab one.
Correct. The more and more I get frustrated with my dealing with this Mac and trying to edit and trying to run two things at the same time, the more frustrated I get. So
Right.
last week was my birthday. I treated myself to that Ryzen 9 and that
You got it for the 389, right?
yes, I did get it with the 380 for the 389, which was a great deal because it's the regular price is $499. So that I had to jump at that one because I didn't know. I just wanted to take advantage of that. I mean, you wake up the next day and it might be a different price. So went and took care of that.
I don't know if
This
the sales,
trying to get this on was harder than.
Yeah, you were afraid you were gonna crush the CPU. It wasn't that bad though.
Nah, once I got it on, I understood. But yeah, man, I thought I was gonna break the motherboard. Not so much the CPU. I thought I was gonna crack the motherboard.
No, the motherboard is fine. How much have you spent so far? What's your damages so far?
The case 200, the power supply about 100. No, the power supply was 70, but with the warranty about 100. So with the case was about 230 with the warranty. Motherboard 209. The drive was 160 with the warranty. The CPU was 389. So I'm up there, man. I'm up there. But I budgeted. I'm thinking this computer is going to at least cost, this computer with the monitor and everything will cost me upwards of $3,000.
Yeah, now you hear me screaming in the background. You are 1,088 in so far.
Yeah. Oh, you got a calculator over there, stat boy?
Yeah. So you think
man.
with the monitor, you're gonna be about 16. You still need Windows. You still need it, or you're gonna be over 2,000, bro.
I said 3,000. I'm thinking
it's not gonna be 3,000. You'll be just
shit.
over.
The graphics card itself gonna run me $600-700.
Right, that's 2,200 so far, right there. All you need is RAM and an operating system.
I always overdo it, bro. That's me. Anytime I come up with a budget, I overguesstimate so I can surprise myself when I come in under what I budgeted for. So
my cousin,
that's just the way.
My cousin wants to do some content on YouTube as well. He's trying to get a new PC. Plus, he probably wants to play Destiny and stuff.
Well, he probably don't need everything.
No. I showed him a pre-built. It's a custom one, but it's pre-built by a company, and it was only like 1,200. Yeah, it's not the same specs as what you have, but
yeah, I am definitely going overboard, but why not? You know what I'm saying?
But I was explaining to him, I was talking to him a couple of days ago that the first build is usually always the most expensive. And then,
right, because then you're just swapping out.
Right, because after that, when you want to upgrade, you just swapping parts. You already have your case, you already have a monitor, you always have the operating system, motherboard, mouse, all that good stuff.
Yeah. So, man, that was a good. I mean, it's not like it's done, but so far it's a good experience. Everything's running. I'm looking at it right now.
Is your son excited?
Man, let me tell you, he was so excited. He was so excited. I opened up the case. The very first thing he did when I opened up the case was stick his finger right in the fan of the.
Oh, it was running,
or CPU.
Was it off?
It was running, bro.
Oh.
It was running. Because he saw the glowing lights and he was like, he went. His explanation was he wanted to see if it was real.
Right.
whatever that means, man. But no, man. I mean, everything's fine. I let him. We had a stern. I had a stern talking to. He can't do that no more.
Right.
He's not to touch it. He'll be older. He'll get older. He'll be able to, play his little video games and everything.
Right.
But yeah, man, it's been a good experience. Can't wait to get the water cooler. Can't wait to.
It only took 15 years or so to get you to build a computer.
It's all good. But that's where I'm at, man. What are you doing over there? I know you got some you got some moving around computer parts. What you got going on?
The only thing I did, I put an M.2 drive, a 2 terabyte in my computer, and I put a storage drive in there, 4 terabyte. So I can, because I have a lot of older drives from previous computers, and they're pretty slow. So, and then I had a couple smaller SSDs. I think I got a 250 and a 500 gigabyte. So that 2 terabyte frees up my operating drive, which is a 1 terabyte. So, everything is flowing a little bit better now. I'm still going to buy a 4 terabyte SSD just to throw all my games on it. In that 2 terabyte, I'll probably put programs and music programs and sounds and stuff like that. Maybe edit off of one of them.
Okay. What do you edit?
Just
music and
content,
doing video game editing.
Like I'm just trying to get ahead of shooting other videos on the channel outside of this podcast, because of course this is not going to be the only thing we're going to be doing on here. So
yes, sir, we got a lot of stuff coming, but no, man, like that's you just remind me of something. Drives, I plan on driving this thing up. So like I said, right now I do got the one. I
would suggest that you just get bigger drives instead of a whole bunch of drives. Don't do what I did.
Yeah,
because it just makes it more complex. I showed you a picture. I showed you the picture where I had like 6-7 drives.
Right.
Just buy some bigger.
Just buy a big one.
Yeah, just buy some bigger drives.
Yeah.
Like I think that 4 terabyte SSD is a couple hundred, like 200-300, somewhere around there.
That's not bad.
So, and 4 terabytes, for SSD, even though it's it's not as fast as the one that you just put into your motherboard. But I have one of those already. This is just one to load games and stuff like that. Gotcha. So you don't.
I may get one more. I may get one more terabyte, but then one more terabyte hard drive.
That's fine.
But then I am gonna get a bigger one.
You can even get with that chipset that you have. I believe you can even get another one of the ones that you bought. So I didn't get that. So I have a NVMe drive, and then I have just a regular M.2 drive, which functions. Gotcha. Which functions just like a SATA drive. Okay. I know I'm using a bunch of terminology, but this is all the shit that goes into these computers.
The techies know, bro.
Yeah, I just needed
and just by me doing this, I know. So,
yeah.
where was I going with that? My only question, and what I spend a few minutes a day trying to think about how I'm going to do it, is I do not plan on having a CD drive or anything like that on this PC. So I'm trying to figure out how am I going to get a operating system.
You can just make a bootable drive. You probably need to go get a thumb drive and just boot off of that. You can set it in the BIOS to boot off of that, and then you can install it from there. And then once it's on your hard drive, you won't need it.
Or do I just go buy a rinky-dink little?
I mean, you can do that as well, but I believe that the thumb drive will be faster.
It'll be faster, okay.
Unless you get a USB 3.0 external CD drive, which it should be comparable, but it's still reading off of a physical media.
I don't know, man. I just think those things are so archaic. Who's using CDs right now? It's so
I haven't
archaic.
had one. I haven't had one in my last 3 PCs, so that's well over.
So is that what you did? You just bootable thumb drive? Or?
No, this PC. My previous 2 PCs, even though I do build them, I've found them on sale, so I just bought them like bare bones. They already had them in there. So what I did was, it already had Windows installed, so I would just get it and then Frankenstein, add parts to it and turn it into something else. So this is a custom PC, but I bought it from a company like Bare Bones.
How many PCs have you built? You've been doing this since high school, bro. Well, since we got out of high school. So I know you done built a lot of PCs.
4 or 5, somewhere around there.
Mm.
And then if you
Okay.
include these two, the last two, even though I didn't build them from scratch, they're not the same PC that I originally got. So one of them I totally took it out of the case. That was actually like a Dell X51. It was I got it for a couple $100, but I took it out of the case, put in a whole new case, new power supply, I changed a new RAM, all of that. So I changed all of it. So I just Frankenstein the last two, but this one is far more custom. This one is not a Dell or anything like that. It's all custom parts. But like I said, I just bought it bare bones, so I didn't have to install Windows on this one. But I know that you can just make a bootable drive.
That's probably what I do. I've been trying to figure out what the hell I'm gonna do, and it was either the bootable drive because we did briefly talk about that before. It was just me going to a pawn shop getting a garbage ass drive and just putting it on there. But
Right.
it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But overall, man, I feel accomplished. Probably gonna wait a few weeks before going to get that water cooler. Actually, I even hit you up earlier today to what is that water cooling system that have
That's
the
a
tube?
custom loop. That's an open loop. So
I was
the one that I have in this computer and the one that you want is called an AIO. It's an all in one. It's a closed loop. So that just means that it's all attached into one piece.
okay,
Whereas the one that you were talking about earlier is a bunch of separate pieces connected together,
okay,
and you have way more control over it.
but I got to clean up. I got to clean it, and
It could leak. I mean,
it's a lot of maintenance,
the
right?
AIOs can leak as well, but it's less prevalent than like a custom loop. I've seen a lot of horror stories, like if you don't have something tightened properly, or
Yeah, I don't want to deal with that.
yeah,
This on my first monster build, I don't want to deal with that. So when
mm-hmm.
you explained that to me, I was like, yeah, I'll do it on my second or third.
Right.
Um, but yeah, man, like I said, feel accomplished. Anything you would suggest? Anything you would suggest?
No, everything looks good right now. Like I said, just be careful with the monitor. Don't just go and try and get and cheapen out.
Get it,
Yeah, don't
get a cheap
you want
monitor.
to get that full experience, bro. Like my monitor is 3440 by 1440p. It's a wide, ultra wide, and then it's also 120 hertz, and it has G-Sync, so everything's nice and smooth. My old man eyes are done right.
I was at Micro Center looking at monitors, just trying to envision my build. So I was, I saw some good ones, man. She, you know more about this stuff than I do, so I'm definitely gonna have to confer with you. But I saw some 500. It
Mhm.
seemed like the good ones were anywhere between 500
I
and
mean, I'm not gonna front.
900.
I got this one for 600, but it was on sale. Was originally like a $1,200 $1,400 monitor.
Okay.
So I got this one on sale. But I waited and I was patient. I've wanted an ultra wide monitor for like 3-4 years, but I'm not paying $1,200 for a monitor.
Yeah.
No,
I
no,
think
no,
the
no, no.
most I'm gonna go on a monitor 600-700.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
should be able to get something good.
unless my uncle Julio
And
gift me
if
gift
you
me
get that kind of like glass, I'm sure a sale or something will pop up. I'll let you know if I see
yeah,
anything.
definitely. But that's all I got to say about that, man. That's all I got to say about that. What about gaming? What
I haven't
are
really
you
been
more
doing it.
have you gone back to the console game?
No,
You were
no.
talking about Borderlands last week.
Well, I'm playing that on PC, but I haven't even been
Oh,
playing that.
okay.
Primarily, I'm always gonna be on PC. I'm a PC gamer first and foremost.
I thought I
Um,
saw you log in the Xbox last night. Was that your son?
it might have been my son because in his room
Oh,
he has to log me in to play certain games.
gotcha. Guess what I downloaded today?
What's that?
Blast from the past, bro. I downloaded Fantasy Star Online. It's free, man. They got a Fantasy
Oh,
Star
okay.
Online free. So
All right.
yeah, man, I jumped into that. It reminds me so much of the old one, man. I mean, it is an old game.
Right. I think it
Graphics
came
were
out
not
quite a few years ago.
graphics were not impressive. Like
Right.
but it was it was fun, man. It's still fun, so I'm definitely probably gonna delve into that a little bit more.
What made you want to download Fantasy Star Online?
I was browsing through some of the games and some of the free games, and Fantasy Star Online. I ain't played Fantasy Star Online since 2000, 2001. So I hopped on. It reminded me so much, like just the character customization actually took me. Oh, there it is. There it is. Going you out there fighting beasts with a big giant sword, and I mean, you got guns, you got swords. My character, I'm a robot. I got 2 swords. So
Does it play like the old one?
yeah, yeah. I mean, it does feel a little dated. I mean, you're not gonna go in here and you're not gonna go into this game and see nothing that you ain't never seen before. But it is definitely a oh shit. See, I ain't ran into no caches like that. He got a lot, but you're not seeing anything you've never seen before. But it is fun. It just bring back that nostalgic feeling. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I hope you remember. I hope you remember this. Circa 2000, year 2000, sometime. I'm over your house. When we both went to Funko Land or wherever we would get
Land, Jesus.
wherever we would get video games from, bro. And we both bought Fantasy Star Online. I don't know what prompted us to buy it, but we both bought it.
I used to stay in those gaming magazines, so I knew when stuff was coming out.
Okay. So we both bought this game. I went over your house, and we were trying to get you online. I don't know. This might have been like the very first online game me and you have ever played, but I distinctively remember me trying to get you. We were trying to get you online so you can play it, and we got you online.
Right.
Now, from my house, I live right down the street. Not right down the street, but I'm a bus ride down the street.
Right.
It'll take me 30 minutes. I raced home with this game so I can get online too and we can play together. Because me personally at that time, I've never played an online game.
Right.
And I've never been able to play with a friend or anything.
It's
like
crazy.
That.
Do you think the kids nowadays can even fathom
Bro,
not having online connectivity? There was no online
kids
chat.
Probably can't even fathom getting on a bus.
The closest thing was the Sega channel. That was the closest thing to online gaming. I don't even know if you could play against each other right on there, right? I don't remember. So damn long ago.
Remember. But we had this for the Dreamcast. Channel. This is for the Sega Dreamcast, which I definitely want to talk to you about the Sega Dreamcast later. But so I'm racing home. I get online. And then I call you because back then I don't know if they didn't have I can't remember. I know I didn't have a headphone. I think I actually had to call you on your phone to say, "Hey, are you online?" So it took us some finagling. We got online. We played this game like crazy for a few months, and I just it sticks out in my mind because this is the very first thing I've ever been able to play online, and I remember being hardwired with with the cable into the wall, using dial-up internet. But yeah, man, it brought back so many just nostalgic,
I got
memories.
a dedicated phone line in my house to play Dreamcast online.
Yeah, same here. We had the same thing. But I remember when I finally got online, you couldn't get online. So we were just going back and forth. Maybe your mother picked up the phone at the time and made a call. I don't know. But we finally got online. We played it. We played the hell out of this game, man. And it just brought back that feeling. And it's probably gonna get some tick in my
I just want to say that
man.
This looks absolutely terrible though. The graphics,
bro. It does. But here's the thing: it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. It just looks dated.
Yeah.
This is. I
think this one is quite a few years old though. So
this is a bad capture, bro.
Hopefully they'll. This is low resolution.
Yeah, this is a bad capture. It does look better than this.
Hopefully they'll update it or make a new one. Because online,
it took them how long to make? I
think this one came out quite a few years ago, so it took
So when did the PSO come out? Well, the first one, the one we played for Dreamcast.
2001, I believe.
2001. So when did this one come out? 2008? 2000?
No, it's later than 2008. Probably like 2012, 2013.
So 2012, and this was in Japan, right?
Yeah, it's just coming to America.
And it's just coming to America.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you would hope that they, even for 2012 or 2013, this looks dated. But you would hope that they would, do a new one. Because online games are kind of the thing now.
It reminded me a lot of that. Well, that's what we used to say about Destiny. When Destiny first came out, we used to say Destiny reminds us so much of Phantasy Star Online. That's why we fell in love with Destiny.
Well,
but then when I'm playing this, I felt like, go ahead.
The first one was It's a loot game.
Yeah.
You play the same missions. You go in there, you get new weapons, new loot. You fight the same bosses, but you have different equipment and weapons on. You do the same thing in Destiny.
Yeah. So if you were to go out, are you gonna play it?
I'll try.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. It's a free download.
It's free.
It's a free
I'll try
download.
it.
And they have different what do you call that? Different packages for other worlds and stuff like that.
I'm not buying no damn packages. I'm gonna try to.
Nah, I'm not going that far. I will play this. I mean, it was free. I had nothing else to do because I'm under lockdown. My son was watching me play this, and
I already got that Borderlands heroin and Destiny in my system. I don't have space for another one.
Come on, bro.
I really don't.
Come on, hop on here with me, man. Let's relive our 20s. Hop on that with me. Let's kill some wolves and power up our characters.
Did you get to a boss? Remember the first boss in PSO? It was like a giant dragon. You remember that?
Yes.
Do they have another one like that in there?
I fought. What killed me? I wish I had the footage. I actually broadcasted it on Twitch, but it was a giant wildebeest or something like that, man. This motherfucker was kicking my ass. I went back to the fucking lobby, and we had to do the show. So I came downstairs.
Came out and licked your wounds.
Yeah. Hey, but why was the fucking Dreamcast so great, bro? I love that fucking console, bro.
I don't know. It didn't save the company, so.
What the bro? That console had so many good games on it, and just to name a few: Power Stone, what was the boxing one, bro?
Ready to Rumble.
Do you remember Ready to Rumble? Yeah. Soul Calibur. You remember Soul Calibur?
Yeah.
You remember Legacy of Kain?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Bruh, the Dreamcast had it. What happened? You
just named a bunch of good stuff.
Bro, what happened, bro? Like, what happened to why did Sega
because
go defunct, though?
Everybody I think everybody wanted the PS2. So when the PS2 came out, the sales of the Dreamcast just stopped.
At the time that PS2 came out, Dreamcast was shitting on the PS2, bro. The Dreamcast was fun.
It was shitting on the PS1, not the PS2.
I'm sorry, PS1. I'm sorry about that.
Fire Pro Wrestling, Hydro Thunder, Jet Set Radio.
Are you going over? Yes.
Metropolitan Street Racer. That's when the 2K series first came. Did it first come out on the Dreamcast?
Yes,
that was a
2K
Sega.
basketball,
yeah,
bro.
That was a Sega.
2K,
bro. I remember when I first got that, I brought it over to your house and we played for like hours, having close games.
2K basketball and then 2K football, bro. The Dreamcast. I forgot that was
Sega stuff at first,
bro. Yes, all this 2K, all these people going around playing 2K. That shit was Sega, bro.
Sega Rally.
Sega GT.
Shenmue 1 and 2.
Bro, tell me, bro, you know me. You know I'm Forza till I die.
Trick style, damn.
You know I'm Forza. You know I'm Forza till I die. But I was fucking with Sega GT way before I would fuck with Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
I even had Sega GT was it for me, man. Bro, the Dreamcast
it's a pretty good console.
It was really good. It was really good. I think growing up, I
Crazy
just
taxi.
had Crazy Taxi. That was your game. I couldn't stand that shit. That
Yeah.
was one I didn't care
I
for.
had all of these games. This is crazy.
Did they have a baseball game? Did Dreamcast have a baseball game? I don't remember one.
Not that I remember.
I don't remember one. But yeah, man, I had a lot of fun with the Dreamcast, man. A lot of fun with the Dreamcast, and I
No,
think a lot
they
of
had World Series baseball, 2K,
yes.
2K1.
Okay. Yep.
I don't think it was as
Uh,
good as what's the one that EA used to make? MVP.
I think EA first came out with Triple Play. I think it was called Triple Play.
It wasn't as good as that one.
MLBPA. It was called MLB. Shit, I can't remember. I know at first it was called Triple Play. That was the first. That was the first one, and then they renamed it something else.
I know
Extra innings or
one
some
of them
shit,
was named
something
MVP.
crazy. Yeah, I don't know if that was part of the franchise, but it was an MVP baseball. But it was Triple Play.
No, they
for a
changed
few
it.
years.
They changed the name from Triple Play to MVP.
Okay. But yeah, man, I had so much fun on the Sega Dreamcast, and bro, I wouldn't be mad if Sega somehow slipped in a new console.
It's not gonna happen, bro.
Hey, don't ruin my dreams.
They're not in the hardware business anymore.
I know.
They barely publish games at this point.
Correct. But I don't know, man. That spawned us playing online, man. I think from there, online gaming for both of us has been pretty huge.
Yeah,
like right now,
the
you playing Borderlands.
Dreamcast got me into Quake.
Oh, bro. Now I never really. Did we play Doom before Quake? Did they have a Doom for the Dreamcast?
Man, they had Doom on the Sega Genesis, bro.
No, we played. No, the Doom me and you played a lot was Doom 64 for the Nintendo 64. We played that a lot. But then,
I'm saying I've been.
You
playing
started playing Quake.
Since the Sega Genesis, the 32X.
Played it since the 60s.
Since the Sega Genesis.
I know what you meant, but
goddamn 60 now. Triple Play 99.
Triple Play was fun. Triple Play was fun, but
didn't come out for the Dreamcast. Neither did MVP. Matter of fact, if you remember, EA didn't put any of their games on the Dreamcast. That's what sunk it right there, because it didn't have NBA Live and Madden. That's why it didn't. That's why. Because I think initially.
Another reason to blame EA.
Well, that's actually the reason. They didn't have those games.
That's what I'm saying.
If they would have had those games, they probably would
not like EA Sports, man.
Because if you remember, at first they weren't going to put their games on the Xbox either, until the Xbox. It was some type of deal they had to make. EA didn't put their games on the Xbox at first. So that's what sunk the Dreamcast. If they would have had that a year ahead of the PS2 coming out, they probably would still be in the console business.
I don't know, man. But yeah, man, that launched me going into online games, and it's been a perfect marriage ever since, man.
An abusive marriage. A distant marriage where you come in and out of its life.
You know, it's a marriage. You know what I found out? What is? I didn't really appreciate it, but the marriage between, and this is gonna be a hard jump, but the marriage between like sports and its fans. The sporting association, sporting organizations are trying to make a comeback in the midst of this pandemic.
Right.
Baseball is talking about forming not custom, but like a different type of league. You know how it's all, you got your NL East, West. Basically, AL teams and NL teams will be in the same league with each other. It's going to be 2 leagues instead of 6 leagues. Now it's going to be 2 big leagues, and they're going to go at it with no fans in the crowd. Okay. Basketball is talking about making a comeback at some point, probably, I think they said July. They're looking at July to actually start again, no fans in the crowd. Football is still up in the air. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. I have to see
You have to
a
see.
couple of because I think I saw some clips of some wrestlers wrestling with no
Bruh.
crowd, and it sounded so
Bruh.
terrible. Get up! I ain't trying to hurt you. Yeah.
Bro,
Like,
so
I
you
don't
know
want. I
me.
don't want to hear that. I really don't
You
want to hear that.
know, I'm the biggest wrestling fan. I'm the biggest wrestling mark, bro. I haven't missed a Monday Night Raw. I haven't missed a SmackDown. I'm down with AEW. I watch New Japan Pro Wrestling. I watch Ring of Honor. I watch MLW. I love wrestling. I try to consume as much of it as I can, and I'm reading about it, and I'm always into it. There's some. I don't know, man. Like when I'm watching wrestling with no crowd, it definitely feels like it's missing something. And that's something, I mean, a lot. It's missing a lot of something. Like
Right.
there's definitely, and I guess we took it for granted, it's definitely a relationship between the fans and what we actually see, the sports.
Bro, I told you they need to pump in some just
See, I
static
think that'll
crowd,
be
some
hokey though.
static crowd noise. You
I
need
think that'll
something
be
in the
hokey
background
because
huh?
you won't see it.
It
But
doesn't
here's the
matter.
thing, like
But look,
something.
if you're playing in the NBA, right? I don't want to hear the players calling out moves.
I want to hear that though. I want to hear that.
Give me that.
I want to hear. I want to hear that.
Get back. I don't want to hear all of that stuff. It's gonna be like it's gonna be like recording in the gym at the YMCA. I don't want to hear that.
All right. So who is wrestling? Like, okay, so
the one that I saw.
Wait. Before I even ask it, there is some things I actually like about not having no crowd, and some things, most of the stuff I don't like. But one of the things I do like hearing them talk to the get up. I like that. I like that because I think you're better able to get the story the two wrestlers are trying to tell in the ring. Now, who did you hear?
It was
like who was wrestling?
Eyelashless Bobby Lashley and our Truth, I think his name is.
Our Truth is pretty good. Bobby Lashley can't tell a story.
Eyelashless Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, I've noticed
is that his last name?
It's Bobby Lashley. But
yeah, it's ironic that his name is Bobby Lashley and
he don't have eyebrows, bro. I noticed. I was watching a Raw one time and I was like, that dude ain't got no. And I never noticed it.
He got a tattoo though.
It's the tattoo. I never noticed it in what was he before that? Impact Wrestling. I never noticed that.
I think he had them before, but something made him fall out.
Something might have happened, bro. But those are definitely.
That's why he started wearing the headband.
Mm-hmm.
But one time I was watching, and I'm like, this dude look weird. Like, what's off about this guy? Like, oh, he ain't got no damn eyelashes.
Dude ain't got no damn eyelashes. They just tattoos.
He wouldn't have got some goddamn tattoos. You'd be better off just being out there with no eyelashes. No, eyebrows. Not eyelashes, eyebrows.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But yeah, those are damn. You had me saying eyelashes too.
Eyebrows.
No, they eyebrows. He don't have no eyebrows. I wouldn't have noticed it if he didn't have no eyelashes. But yeah, man, that's something I definitely noticed. But what you were talking, so you said it was R-Truth and Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley cannot tell a story in the ring. Bobby Lashley is not really a good mic guy, and he just doesn't come off believable in WWE.
I don't give a
in
damn.
WWE. He's good in Impact. He was good in Impact.
Story in the ring.
So you just like I follow the story. I don't. Otherwise, I wouldn't.
I don't
wouldn't even care.
Well, I stopped watching wrestling years ago, but I don't care about no damn story in the ring. Like, unless you like some type of tactician, a Dean Malenko, somebody like that. I don't give a shit. I don't care.
But yeah, man. So yes, it is weird. It is definitely weird. So I'm trying to translate how I'm watching and how I'm consuming wrestling to baseball, which I watch.
So when you go to watch a football game and there's no crowd cheering, because like in football, when you break through the line and you get like 15 yards, that's when the crowd wakes up, right? You're not gonna hear anything.
No, but what you will hear is trash talk. Like
I don't watch those sports for trash talk. I don't want to hear your trash talk. I want to see the action on the field.
Yeah, I want to see that too, incorporated with how these players talk to each other. Like I don't necessarily think it would be good in football. Baseball,
I
I mean,
think
you'll hear the sound of
baseball.
the bat better.
Yeah,
I don't know,
I
man.
don't
That
think
might be
baseball
weird. I
matters
think
that
baseball
much
would be
because, to be honest, unless something really crazy happens in baseball, you don't hear the crowd all that much.
right, but to
When
see an empty seat, so you hit a home run and a ball just clink up against
stop,
the ball just clink up against some empty seats. That's gonna be weird.
dude. Yeah, I mean,
You'll probably hit an umpire, and you'll probably hear, it. I don't know, man. It's a
I'm
little
telling
weird,
you, bro.
man.
They need to have some ambient recorded
That's gonna
crowd
be,
noise.
bro. That's gonna be
They
so
need
weird.
to, and then they need to trigger it when something happens. Then it'll feel more natural.
But it's gonna look weird. It's gonna look weird. Your eyes are gonna see no crowd, but a crowd noise. I don't
Um,
know, unless they can shoot it in a way. If they can shoot it in a way where you don't see the crowd,
what was the
then
NBA doing?
maybe.
Was the NBA like doing it in two cities, and like they would just be located in those two cities? They're not going to be doing a whole bunch of traveling. I know
Right,
they're
right.
still talking about it, but I
We don't
think
know. I know they
I
said something
saw
about July. I don't know.
Orlando and Las Vegas or something like that. So those will be the only two cities that they're playing in.
Hmm.
I think that's what I saw. I could be wrong.
But I don't know, man. I want to see sports, man. I ain't gonna lie. I want to see sports. And well, you got people say, "Oh, they just should do away with this season and things like that." And I understand that. I understand that. But like the
I don't
just
think
the
anybody should.
sports fan in me, it's like I'm longing for something, man. I'm longing for to see a ball hit in the stands. I'm longing for a 3-point shot or a slam dunk. I'm longing for a kickoff return. I'm longing for that. I need sports.
My thing is this: the only thing I'm longing for, to be honest with you, is these new video games and video game consoles and some movies. The sports, I like sports, but my main sport is football. My main two sports are football and basketball. Basketball would have been
Mhm.
winding down now anyway, so I'm not a baseball guy. You're the
It
baseball
would be
guy.
playoff. It would be playoffs right now.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you
it'll be
definitely be.
it would be winding down within the next 2 weeks. So it's not gonna feel all that crazy to me. And then I have that lull every year anyway until football starts. And then
Everybody
basketball.
does. Everybody that's not a baseball fan does.
Right. And
Now,
then basketball starts shortly thereafter. So that no, what's killing me is the technology stuff, because everything's slowing down because
mm,
there's no conferences, there's no big events showing all that. That's why I look forward to CES, E3, game
mm.
developer conference, GDC, all stuff like that, because I'm more of a tech guy. But
Well, I mean, there's stuff coming out, man. They just stagger them. It seems like
yeah, I'm
you're
just
gonna get
saying,
like,
like it would happen this year when all the new stuff is set to come out this year or whatever.
and
But
I guess I'm a little miffed about baseball because spring training was going on. There was
right.
baseball games, and I was, trying to find, oh man, who's playing the Cubs? Who's the Cubs playing? What farm
Right.
team is,
So with baseball, you
and
think it's just going to be a shortened season?
this is going to be a shortened season, and looks like they're leaning towards again that two league with 15 teams per league. I don't know what they're going to do for the playoffs. I just want to see some sports, man.
Right.
MMA is going on too, though. I haven't really been paying attention to MMA.
Yeah, they just started.
Um,
And I guess
UFC, what was that? UFC 249.
yeah, they're testing the fighters, and then they're like secluded. So I don't know. I don't think anybody needs to risk their life to
That's
get
true.
a sports bag. I think everybody should be careful. Did you see Scarface, the rapper?
What
Because
about him?
he had the Rona, right?
Oh yeah. What happened with him?
He has kidney failure. Like he has
Ooh,
to go on dialysis. I want to say he lost his kidneys.
oh my goodness.
Yeah, he did
Not
an
face.
interview.
Not face.
He did an interview on I want to say Ari Melbourne show.
Mm,
So he has to get dialysis. I think did he say 4 times a week?
damn.
Yeah, it was something crazy, So like for all the people sitting around talking about this is a hoax and they're paying celebrities and stuff like that. No, but he's one of those people
Dude.
who had underlying issues and stuff like that as well.
Shit, Fred, the godson.
Right. He passed away.
He passed away. Patrick Ewing. Today.
Patrick Ewing has
Today
the Rona
announced
right
he
now.
had Rona,
Yeah.
man. He hospitalized with it. So it
So
wasn't like
I really don't want to see somebody go out there just to entertain us. Like, I would prefer people be safe, come back and do it the right way. You know, LeBron James can try and catch up to Mike later. You know,
you just pissed a lot of people off with that one. But yeah, man, like I said, I'm longing for sports, but it's, you know, like I said, when people are out there saying, let's just wait till next year, I totally understand it, bro.
right.
I totally understand it. I'm good either way, though. If somebody want to go out there and entertain people like me, fine.
I mean, I think something like NASCAR is fine because, again, you don't really hear the crowd all that much in NASCAR.
Shit, go to
Some
NASCAR.
type of
I've been there,
at
bro.
NASCAR, but like when you're watching it on TV, you mostly hear
the
the
motors
cars.
are too loud.
You mostly hear the cars.
They're too loud.
So I mean, stuff like that is fine, but I don't know. Like, again, I just want to get past this. Like, the more we try and rush and reopen because we're uncomfortable, which I think is primarily
is it uncomfortableness? Are people uncomfortable, or are people anxious? Or are people just anxious to get back to the norm?
The discomfort is causing people to get anxious. You know, and then all the conspiracy shit doesn't help. You know, everybody thinking, well, they locking us up for the 5G, this, that, and the other. Bro, we pushing 100,000 deaths at this point. And then y'all want to just go back out and enjoy the weather.
But like I said, look, I mean, you can't. I'm having a good time with my boys. I'm barbecuing this weekend. I just can't go over nobody else, and nobody can't come over my house. You can go to the park. Next week, I'm taking my son fishing. We do shit. I go outside. Like, I don't get it. Like, what are people tripping? Because you can't go to the club, or
I should have queued up some of the introvert memes, because this is not affecting us introverts at all. Because we don't mess with y'all anyway.
But you know me, Ty. Am I an introvert? I'm not an introvert whatsoever. I love being outside. But you're
a very gregarious person.
You know what else I love? I love living.
So you're not living now?
I love living. So I'm not gonna go out there and risk that. I'm not gonna, sometimes you gotta go to the grocery store to get groceries, man. But like, unless you need to be out there, don't go out there. This Rona ain't playing with people.
Bro, it's like a few months of, like I said, uncomfortableness or discomfort, and you get to keep your life.
Correct.
Which one do you want? Because me personally, I fill my house with, like you said a couple episodes ago, I fill my house with toys. So I don't have to be out there all the time.
Right. Bro, I got TVs all over the place.
Yeah, I
got video games on every floor. I got this PC I'm building. Right. I got tons of stuff to watch on television.
But this is also
I got my boys who keep me busy. Like
this is also a prime opportunity to learn something new. Like, you and I started a podcast during the pandemic. You know, it's like try and do something else, learn something else. Apply
and it's not the only thing I'm
trying
to do. This is not the only thing I'm trying to do. Right. Like, I'm trying to do, like you said, it's the perfect opportunity. You got time. You don't need to be. What are people? I'm trying to. What is this place people are trying to go to?
I don't know, bro. Again,
what are they trying to do? Like, what are you missing out on? You can still go out. I see people outside driving around. Sometimes I just get my boys.
You can still drive. You can still go. You can still go pick up food and go do a little bit of shopping.
Yeah, I get my boys, and sometimes we just drive just so we won't have to be in the house. But like, I don't need no governor telling me it's cool to go outside now when I know it's a pandemic out there. It's crazy, man. And I feel like we talked about it way too much.
So I got one more thing connected to sport. Did you see your boy Adrian Broner say that
AB
he gonna be a rapper?
Cool, bro.
Not Antonio Brown, not that AB, but the boxer AB said that he's just gonna be a rapper until he get 10 million a fight. Like, bro, you probably lost 4 of your last fights. Who cares? Who cares?
He garbage in the ring and he garbage on the mic. I'm pretty sure.
You know, the crazy thing, he's not really garbage in the ring. He's just an undisciplined, unfocused fighter. You know, he thinks he's one of those people who thinks that his talent is good enough to overcome whatever. you got to be smart enough to know you got to apply yourself as well. You know, that's one of the greatest things about Floyd. Floyd knows he got to work his ass off to go in there and beat people, even though he's extremely talented. This fool just thought he was the next Floyd. And, was it Maidana? Popped his motherfucking
bro.
I think it was Maidana.
That dude is a clown. That dude is a clown, bro. If there's ever been a clown, he is an official clown, bro. Wasn't he the one who had always brush my head, Papa?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Dude is a clown, bro.
Like somebody cares that he's gonna be a rapper. Like, bro, nobody buying your mixtape.
Until somebody gave him $10 million.
Nobody buying your album.
Fight. Nope. Nobody giving him $10 million for a fight, bro. And he lost what? 4 of his last 5 fights.
I'm pretty sure he lost.
Yeah, he
talk about delusional, man.
But at one point he was hot. 6-7 years ago. At one point he was up and coming. He was hot.
So out of his last 7 fights, he's won 3. He has 3 losses and 1 draw. You know, like nobody paying you $10 million to fight, bro.
Absolutely not. I wouldn't pay that dude $10 million. He probably won't see $10 million community like as a whole for the rest of his career. Like
he got to get a belt or something. But that's too many losses, bro. That dude gonna be fighting on Fox Sports for free pretty soon, bro. He gonna be in the back. He gonna be in one of them quiet matches.
A dark match. The lights ain't even on.
Right.
He ain't even on no supercar, no type of car. But yeah, man, that's all I got. That's all I got for me, man. I'm ready to run up out of here. Get some shut eye.
That's all you got.
That's all I got, brother. Why, you got something? Now, booty.
I'm serious, man.
I'm serious, man. All right, y'all. Check us out on YouTube and Twitter. From Chicago to Dummast, the Dummast Podcast. IG and Facebook, the Dummast Podcast, all one word. Please do not forget to check us out on Podbean, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify.
Like and subscribe.
I always forget. Please like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Don't be like AB.
10 million for a fight, bro.
10 million. He's not getting no money. He's not getting nothing.
Bro, he's not seeing 10 million altogether for the rest of them.
I wouldn't even pay to see an AB fight at all. But that's all I got to say about that one.